Hey everyone, it's Kari Rowden. I had some people asking how I am doing what I'm doing, how is my business moving so fast all of a sudden, and I'm here to tell you it's no secret. It really isn't. The first thing is, what is your why? Okay, and I don't mean some small why like, I want to make more money. I want to better my family's life. That's the small why. Now, if you're going through a tough time in your business and you think about what your why is, you want it to move you. You know, if you have a small why, it's not going to mean much. My why is, obviously, I'd like to make more money into the household. Also, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 kids under the age of 3. I chose to stay at home after I got out of the Marine Corps, because that's one of the main reasons I got out of the Marine Corps, because I didn't want to have to leave my kids for 9 months. So I want to stay at home with them. I don't want someone else raising my kids. So I got out, and then my husband got out a couple years after that. He got a job, and I continued to stay home with the kids. I started going to school full time, and I knew when my kids getting back into school, I'm not gonna just want to sit around and stay home. I'm gonna be so bored, so I'm gonna want to get a job. So, so I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want someone telling me how much I can make. Oh, you can only make $15 an hour, even though you've got a college degree and we're only going to give you a 25-cent raise. No, I don't. That's not what I want. You know, I want to be able to go on vacation. I want to be able to take my kids on that vacation. I want to be able to afford things. And, you know, you need to think about really deep down what your why is. You know, you want to help people, okay? Why? Why do you want to help people? You know, you need to dig deep. Okay? So that's the first thing that you need to do. Next, if you have questions, call your upline. They want you to call them. They're not going to call you and drag you and try to get you to do what they're suggesting you do. They're going to focus on the people that want it. And those people that want it are calling their upline. Trust me. I probably message Constance 10 times or more a day. One day I asked her so many questions, I'm like, geez, I'm probably bugging her. But then, you know what? She wants me to ask her questions. If I'm not asking questions, how am I learning? How am I learning what I'm supposed to be doing? You know, obviously something wasn't working in what I was doing, so I needed to ask questions. And I did. And when she told me how to do something and what to change in what I was doing, I didn't say, yeah, I probably should do that. No, I changed it. Don't sit there and get on these training calls and say, yeah, they're right, I need to do that. And you have to put it in action. It's not going to get you very far. Action, action, action. Do what your leaders are doing. Do what they're saying. Get on every call. Even if you've already heard this call, maybe you've already heard this information, you know, repetition is how we learn. You know, you might take something away the second time you hear it that you didn't the first time. So you need to be on all the calls. The leaders, they're on all the calls. No matter, you know, they're making it big and, you know, they're still on the calls. And your teammates are going to do what you do. So you need to think about that. So make sure you're on all the calls and take notes. Like I said, do what they tell you to do. Let your ego go. Who cares? Obviously, they're doing something right. It's not going to hurt to try. Now, when I first joined FGXpress, I tried to reinvent the wheel. I did my VGO, and I didn't follow exactly what it was telling me to do. As far as calling people, making it quick, I probably called maybe 2 people, and the rest of the people I messaged on Facebook. Facebook messaging does not work. I will be the first to tell you. Now, if you did a VGO and you didn't do it correctly, exactly how the VGO training told you to do another one the right way. Because you can't say that something didn't work if you didn't even do it right. If you didn't do it how it was telling you to do. You can't blame anyone but yourself. So what happened was, my first month in the company, I was moving, but I wasn't moving as quickly as I'd like. I was seeing other people, and they were moving very quickly. And, like I said, I did that VGO, and I didn't do it correctly. And Constance told me, when you're inviting to an opportunity call, get them on the phone. Get their number. If you don't have their number, get their number. Get them on the phone. And I wasn't doing that. I was just Facebook messaging, and most of the time, some people would show up to the opportunity calls, but it's just a better, it turns out better if you call them. And I sat and I told myself one day, I said, you know what? Screw being scared of calling people. Am I going to let my fear get in the way of my why? No. No, I'm not. So I tell myself my why daily. I tell myself in my head. I tell myself out loud, why am I doing this? When I'm feeling overwhelmed because I'm getting 22 messages in my inbox a day from a post I put on my Facebook the night before. I was overwhelmed because I was trying to do it all over Facebook. So when I implemented what Constance told me to do, get their number, it saved me so much time. Why are you going to waste an hour of your time Facebook messaging someone when they might not even be interested? Get them on an opportunity call. Let it do the work for you. You don't have to be an expert. All you have to do is invite them to the call. And, I can teach you how to invite properly. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, guys. Get on all the calls. Follow the training exactly. Do not reinvent the wheel. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. We're not perfect, but if we continue to sit and do the same thing and we're not getting a result, why are you going to keep doing the same thing? Do something different. Do what the leaders are telling you. Do what the training is telling you. And believe me, you will see a change. If you're posting negative stuff on Facebook, stop. You have to, if you're, sharing, this is another thing. A lot of people fill their Facebook wall up with nonsense. It's not going to help their business. I used to do it too. And it's filling your Facebook up. And say you have a really good post about the opportunity, and someone goes back and tries to find it. This goes back to Brad Hager's Facebook training call. They're not going to be able to find it because they're not going to keep scrolling down just to find that post. Don't overpost on your wall a bunch of recipes and, e-cards and negative stuff. You guys, this is about building a business. When Brad Hager said, don't post as many pictures of your kids, Don't, post as many videos of your kids. Make it about the opportunity, and you will see results. I kind of got offended, to be honest, because I'm like, I love my kids. But this is why my kids are the reason why I'm doing this. So why not do what he's telling you to do? And guess what? It worked. It makes you look so much more professional. It doesn't mean you don't love your kids. In fact, it means you love them a lot, because you're doing whatever you can to make this happen for them, And if you don't have kids, or whatever the reason it might be. So, yeah, so don't post negative stuff. If a family member is pissing you off, don't, they already know you're mad. You don't have to go posting it on Facebook. So that's what I want to share. That's how I'm doing it. Guys, I also want to add, just because I'm a stay-at-home mom, it doesn't mean I have 24/7 to work my business. I actually go to school full-time. I've got a house to clean. I got to cook, I've got 2 kids under the age of 3 running around, screaming. So don't use that as an excuse. Don't make excuses for yourself. Don't make excuses for other people, especially. I mean, I would make excuses as to why I couldn't be on the call, why I couldn't call someone, why, excuse. And one day, when I had that aha moment, I'm like, I am done making excuses. So every time I might think I'm going to make an excuse for something, I stop myself and I'm like, okay, you're not going to make an excuse. You're going to make this happen. There are no excuses. So keep that in mind also. So I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you all have an awesome day.